Hi, I'm Nan Simonsen. I'm a nationally board certified health and wellness coach. I always introduce my work because it's who I am. It was all laid out there in Aging Powerfully. I wrote this, 6 months before I turned 70. I am going to be 74 in, well, January 9th. And this is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to you. And I was simply inspired by the season and by the events that take place now and the people we see and what we can do to use this occasion, to do what I think about all the time, what I teach about all the time, and that is to promote health and wellness. So the title of today's talk is The Gift of Health and Wellness, 10 Good Habits for the Holidays. So let's get into that. Um, as we go through the holidays, we are thinking about gifting. We're thinking about sharing, um, giving, connecting, and let's be honest, indulging. And today I want to talk about something that is very special because it's the greatest gift we can give ourselves, and that is the gift of health and wellness. I know that life gets busy during the holidays, and especially when we are trying to get all that we have to get done. But instead of focusing on material gifts, let's talk about filling our stockings with habits that could be powerful enough to completely change our lives. Today, I am going to give you stocking stuffers. In other words, little bits that you can do on a regular basis, maybe even a daily basis, that can bring about good health and the gift of health to yourself and your family, not only throughout the season, but also ongoing into 2025. I'd like to ask you to pick at least one of these as you hear them, if this isn't what you already do. With the people I spend a lot of time training and talking to in this group called the PowerPoint group that's in the background, and we're on Zoom and we'll talk when this presentation is finished. A lot of this is second nature to you, but whatever isn't embedded, I ask you to take the time to write it down and decide, gosh, you know what? I can build that in. I can build that into a day or a week or a habit that I can get the entire family used to. Uh, I like to think that these habits are stocking stuffers because not only are they actionable and simple and just little things that we can work in, but also they're free, and free's the best price of all. So let's talk about these 10 habits you can give yourself this holiday. Number one's going to surprise you. It's hydration. Do you drink enough water? We hear all the time, oh, you want 8 glasses of water a day, 64 ounces of water a day. Do you know that that is the minimum to keep your body functioning well? We don't want the minimum. We want as much as we can do to make wellness happen without a lot of additional effort, simply because of a habit of always having a glass of water with us, a water container with us, preferably not plastic, nice stainless steel something that you can carry around by the handle and carry it everywhere you go. The Mayo Clinic says that men should have at least 16 glasses of water or cups, we'll say 8 ounces per cup, and women at least 12 cups per day of water. That's a general recommendation for health and wellness. That comes out to about 96 ounces, 100 ounces a day. It takes some effort to get into the habit of doing that, but once you're in the habit, and you're in the habit of using the restroom more often, you do it, you feel better, and it makes everything you do for your health better, work better, more powerful. Number two, and I know that I'm not talking to people that are necessarily plant-based or even, well, close to it. I, on the other hand, am 100% whole food, plant-based, and I have been now going on 7 years. So this is easy for me, but just take this idea and add it to whatever you're already doing. Eat the color of the rainbow every day. Make it a goal to fill your plate with a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables. Focus especially on deep leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables like kale, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower. Those are the most nutritious plants on the planet. They're among the most nutritious foods in general. And these foods are so packed with nutrients that they will help reduce inflammation and get you through times when, let's say, a less focused diet may actually lead you down the wrong road of eating. Prioritize omega-3s. What does that mean? A lot of the people that I talk to know exactly what I'm talking about, but so many people don't. We have some fats that are called essential fatty acids. They are essential because our body can't function without them. Omega-3, omega-6, omega-9, but not to the degree of 3 and 6. And sixes are in just about everything, almost all nuts, almost all seeds. They are in seed and nut and plant oils. And that's why I'm going to recommend number 4, but we'll get to that in a minute. And we want to prioritize the foods that have omega-3s because omega-3 fatty acids in any amount are actually healing at a cellular level. They work towards cellular repair, antioxidation, meaning that we get oxidation happening in our body all the time simply because of the processes of the body. And then sometimes we're doing things that are sort of caustic to the body. Well, antioxidants are so important for our brain, for our vascular system and our heart, as well as all the way through our organs and basically at a cellular level. Omega-3s are perfect for that. Omega-6s are part of the immune system, but if they are in excess, and trust me, they're in excess in our diet, they become very highly inflammatory, meaning that you have a body that is always on fire, fighting inflammation because it's causing inflammation. And an exaggerated amount of omega-6s do that. Well, I'll give you the next step in a minute, but one of the best sources, the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids in a plant-based diet comes from chia seeds, flax seeds, and their cold-pressed oils. Fish oil and fish have omega-3 fatty acids. The problem is then you got the fish. What's the problem with that? Well, ecologically, it's not great to be, well, I won't even go into the whole ecological thing of fish, but there's something more. Most fish now all over the world are highly influenced by toxins, by microplastics. They're finding them even in sardines, the smallest fish that aren't eating a bunch of other fish and therefore bioaccumulating the microplastics, but also pharmaceuticals. The most frequent pharmaceutical found, there are 7 or 8 that are typical in almost all fish. The most frequent is antidepressants. That's part of the cellular makeup of the fish when that happens. So eat your fish, but not too much if you must. And you can get your omega-3 fatty acids from plants. So eat chia seeds, flax seeds, a couple of tablespoons every day. I personally have a half a cup ground up in a morning smoothie filled with those fruits and vegetables and cruciferous vegetables. And that's where I get that kind of a bolus of nutrition every day in a smoothie of those foods. So number 5, that was 4. Oh, number 4 is limit processed foods. The holiday season is so full of tempting sweets, but focusing on whole natural foods will make you feel much better in the long run. Choose fresh fruits and vegetables, unsalted and unroasted, which can salted roasted nuts can be addictive. Unsalted, unroasted, so that the healthy fatty acids are still intact. Nuts, so veggies, fruits as snacks instead of processed options. And why did I mention that you would understand where the omega 6s come from? They come from, as I said, all vegetable oils except maybe olive oil. That's an omega-9. And if we're trying to build up the 3s for health and that antioxidant power and the brain and the cellular power, and keep the 6s down, we've got to keep the oils down. They're loaded with omega-6, which means that all processed food, which is filled with lots of oils, seed, nut, as well as plant oils, are loaded with omega 6s. Saturated fat, omega 6s, meats, omega 6s. You get the picture. So, staying away from processed foods, focusing on the whole foods, focusing on those colors of the rainbow can really make a difference. Number 5, move your body daily. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can go for a walk, you can do some yoga, you can dance around the living room. The goal is to find joy in movement. Find joy in movement, and it becomes contagious to do it on a regular basis, even if it's only 20 to 30 minutes a day. It makes a difference. Number 6, good habit, is so simple yet so powerful. Start every day writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Start the day or end the day. Every day, writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. It shifts your focus to the positive and can improve mental health, overall outlook in life, and actually stop a bad mood in its tracks. Number 7, prioritize your sleep. This one's a game changer. Make certain that bedtime routine is adhered to, meaning kind of quieting the evening down, lowering the lights, getting ready to pull away from blue light and our the things that keep us staring into a phone or anything that will cause an emotional reaction. Getting ready for sleep, going to bed at about the same time every day, getting up at about the same time every day, getting 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep every evening will help our body heal from anything, will help us rejuvenate, which is what we do in the evening, clean out our brain cells. It's something called autophagy, where dead cells are pulled out primarily at night and things are sifted through. They have found that getting a full night's sleep can help prevent Alzheimer's if it's done on a regular basis. And it is one of the most important things you can do for your health. Number 7. Oh, we're on 8. Number 8, practice mindful eating. Take time to savor your meals. Slow down, chew thoroughly, pay attention to your body's hunger signals and fullness cues. It's a great way to enjoy your food and help you prevent overeating. You may want to mimic what is done in the blue zone of Okinawa, where they say before a meal, Hari Hashibu. Hari Hashibu is roughly translated to eating until only 80% full. You get used to the idea, I don't have to eat until fullness. I'll stop in 20 minutes. It's all going to catch up with me and I'll fill the fullness then. And getting used to that, not only feeling of lightness, but also getting used to the idea if I stop early, I'll feel better later, as opposed to stopping when full and then feeling heavy afterwards. So practice mindful eating. Number 9, nourish your social connections. Spend quality time with loved ones, whether it's sharing a meal, going on a walk, or simply having a meaningful conversation. These connections are so important to our emotions and our physical health that people who are busy can very easily let this be one of the first things that goes. And yet, because we are tribal, ancestrally, we're tribal, we didn't survive without the others around us. This is an imperative for good health as well as powerful aging. And then finally, say out loud to yourself every day something that you love about yourself. Compliment yourself in that way every day. Find something that you liked, something that you did, something that you're proud of as it relates to your evaluation of yourself, and do it every day. It's so easy for us to, by nature, find things we're doing wrong, look at others who do or have or are more, comparisons, rather than taking the time to gift ourselves with the beauty of self-love and self-acknowledgement. So I'll leave you with these 10 and I'll review them. Hydration every day. It's a priority. Eat the colors of the rainbows in plants, especially leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables and fruit. 3, prioritize omega-3 fatty acids. Get some flax and chia or even their oil, their cold pressed oil. I put some in a salad dressing, and so when I dress my salad, I have a boost in omega-3 fatty acids. Number 4, limit processed foods. That'll help you get the most out of omega-3s and not have omega-6s. And I'll say one more thing about that. There's one enzyme that processes for our body omega-6s and omega-3s. That enzyme is pulled more strongly by those powerful omega-6s to the detriment of the omega-3s. So if we're always pulling in omega-6s from processed fruits, from meats, from seed oils, from oils in everything, it's very hard to get those omega-3s to get into our system and do the work they need to do. Most of America is low on their omega-6 or omega-3 fatty acids, so we need to do whatever we can, including supplement. I personally also, in spite of my half cup of flax and chia ground up in my smoothie, I also supplement with an algae oil. Okay, number 5, move your body daily and regularly. Number 6, practice gratitude. 3 things every day you're grateful for. Number 7, prioritize sleep, at least 7 to 9 hours a day at about the same time down, about the same time up, and kind of let the evening cool down, settle down to be ready for sleep, a good night's sleep. 8, practice mindful eating, and which helps appreciate food more, but also not overeating. Number 9, nourish your social connections. Spend time, make a point, make a note about who you're going to talk to, whom you want to connect with, what you want to say. If it's as simple as, just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. And then finally, say out loud what you love about yourself at least one time every day. We can do this. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Tomorrow is also the beginning of Rosh Hashanah. And I want to send blessings your way, tell you that I love that you are watching this. I love you. And I'm very grateful that you've taken the time to connect today. give me a thumbs up, subscribe, pass it along, and have a wonderful holiday and a fabulous 2025. Thank you for being here. Oh, and have a great day because I know I'm going to. Bye bye.